Peace. Bang. At it now. Now is the vibrate, of course. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now, I want to speak on the importance of you using Amethyst right now. Matter of fact, this is not gonna be a long video, and not necessarily a video on just speaking on the crystal Amethyst. Matter of fact, because and when I do videos on this level, I always I'll give the normal, say for instance, characteristics of certain crystals, but I also speak on them on a level of how I work with them and how I interface with them, like what energies am I truly feeling from them, and when I'm dealing with them, what energy is really being felt. But high self, tapped me on the shoulder yesterday and was like, make a video telling everybody right now is a great time to work with Amethyst. And the reason why, you got this eclipse coming, this lunar eclipse / full moon coming. And, with a lot of the full moons, full moons in general, you got the terminology lunatic or lunatic, somebody's a lunatic. Oh, watch out, he's a lunatic. That terminology comes from, dealing with the lunar cycle, and, matter of fact, cycle almost sound like psycho. The lunar cycle. But matter of fact, you see how etymology of words just come out even without trying. But the lunar cycle, how in full moon it brings out those shadows, that darker nature, kind of brings those lower vibrations up to the forefront, when I think about us getting hungry, eating little unhealthy foods or participating in some type of vibe that that may be a little unhealthy for the spirit, And reason why Amethyst is a great stone for that, well, in general, Amethyst raises the vibration, It's already quartz in essence, and then it has the purple vibe, which from what I read, it's like a quadrivalent bond of iron, and I'm guessing with those 4 molecules of iron maybe reflect, and so instead of red it reflects a purple color. I'm not I haven't gone deeper into that level of why Amethyst, how could those iron molecules create the purple color, but the purple color in general, colors have a certain vibration to it, and just with the photons, I got the video where I speak on how the color green photon, so a photon is basically think of it as an inner tube, and that inner tube comes at certain angles, whether it's a flat tilt or at an angle like this or at a straight up and down angle, and the green photon is at a 90-degree angle, which is something that is, 90-degree angles, that cause wave interference, destructive wave interference. So it's an energy in essence that's not healthy, or not the healthiest, dealing with the corners, because that's the energy that green color photon carries. But back to the color purple, the color purple or ultraviolet, when we talk about ultraviolet, that's violet, that's a high vibrational color. Its frequency, it vibrates on a frequency, that's much higher. Its wavelengths is moving at a much rapid pace. And so just from having this, this purple color within your auric field is going to create a high vibration just within itself, So with Amethyst, a lot of what it does, and that's the thing too, where you realize you get your characteristics of a crystal from the molecular structure and the color, and what it's made out of. That's what gives you, hey, it does this for your intuition, it does that, it's because of those the elements and those physical aspects first and foremost, But again, it's good at raising vibration, So two, the color purple is going to resonate with the third eye chakra and the crown chakra. The crown chakra is what kind of give us that connection of knowing, like, it's like that oneness, that connecting to all, like that. That there's a higher existence, and in essence, you'll kind of develop that vibe of knowing that everything is interconnected and interwoven, like where you start to fall into that vibration of knowing that there's no coincidences. And that's the thing, it's through raising your vibration. Once you start raising your vibration and you become open to, a different level of information, that's why, that's another reason why amethyst is one of the most popular crystals. When people are like, oh, I'm just getting into crystals or this and that, and I got me a piece of amethyst. Amethyst is that crystal that allows for that strong spiritual awakening, for a beginner. Because also with raising vibrations, you lose that urge to fall victim to your addictions. As a matter of fact, amethyst is a stone to help quit addictions. Matter of fact, in the Greek times, they used to make their cups out of amethyst, in essence, to, I guess, hoping that they wouldn't get as drunk. You know what I'm saying? So they would make their cups out of amethyst because matter of fact, it's a stone of sobriety. That's also what it's called. Stone of sobriety. So with that being said, it helps to quit addictions on all levels, and one of the main reasons why a lot of us, we're not growing on a certain level spiritually is because we got some type of hindering addiction, and it's not always a substance. You may have an addiction to porn. You may have an addiction to eating a certain food that may be unhealthy, or it may be a certain substance, or addiction to watching a certain, television program that's unhealthy for you, but it's just, some type of addiction. And this allows for you to tap into your high chakras, tap into the high vibrations within, where you could start seeing, like, all right, I have a whole inner universe that I could be interfacing with and dealing with, instead of, seeking to these different little other mediums and avenues of habits, that's forming harmful addictions, in essence. And so with that too, amethyst will help to move past blockages, overcoming blockages, not just in the dictionary, but just in general, with anything that may be blocking your spiritual growth. Amethyst will help you, again, have that higher vibration to move away from whatever situation it is. And also, amethyst is going to boost your intuition, boost that inner voice. So as your vibration raising, and as your vibration raising, you're going to kind of be able to hear that inner voice a little bit better, and that inner voice will speak to you and may tell you, hey, sit down and meditate more, and it'll have you, in essence, when you're being open to hearing that inner voice louder, you'll be making, decisions that's more in alignment with your higher self and with your soul purpose, so you'll find yourself, headed in your path, I was gonna say the right direction, but, I try to stay away from right and wrong and good and bad, because matter of fact, now more than ever, that's one of the messages across the board from the high ups. The memo that I'm getting from them is that, just realizing the balance, like it's no good or bad, no right or wrong. It's just just two poles to two sides to one coin. Neither is better than the other. Both exist to keep each other in existence, if that makes sense, and that's just the way it balances itself out. But anyway, and again, that's why I was saying it's not going to be a long video. So, boosting intuition, matter of fact, and allowing for that first eye to open, because with that pineal gland that opens up the vibe of you, you're tapping into a stronger memory base. You'll be able to lucid dream more. your visualizations is more vivid, so therefore you'll be able to manifest things, you know, at a higher rate, you know, because that's what a manifestation really comes in at, is the visualizations. And it's visualizations why being in the vibration of what you're visualizing. So if I'm visualizing a new car, I'm actually like feeling the vibe of like, ooh yeah, I'm in my new car, you know what I'm saying? Like really visualizing it, you know. But again, amethyst is just one of those, you know, should be in everybody's little medicine bag or crystal pouch, you know, but it raises the vibrations, and by raising the vibrations, it trickles down into you quitting addictions and overcoming blockages and, you know, boosting intuition, you know, first eye opening up and getting more into a meditative state, you know, less of that ego noise, you know, and just more of that inner being, more of that inner source, you know. And again, just right now is very important to work with it, because it'll keep you from being bothered by your shadows. Matter of fact, in combination with rose quartz too, would be great. But you know, right now we're gonna be, you know, a lot of secrets is gonna be coming up to the forefront, you know, a lot of shadows, and it's for us to embrace it and for us to love those aspects of ourselves, to realize that, again, you know, the dual nature of things, you know, you could hate the masculine energy all you want, or you could hate the other, you know, the feminine energy all you want, but it's going to exist, you know. It in essence, it has to exist for the other one to exist, you know what I'm saying? So you start to see the insanity of hating, like being on one side and hating the other side, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it's a certain type of balance that is that's required to spiritually grow and continue. But I forgot what I was on, you know, just speaking to the eclipse. I know for sure, you know, just it's gonna be, again, bringing out a lot. That's just talking about dealing with the shadows and loving and accepting them, you know, not feeling guilty, not feeling shame, you know, and by being in a high vibrational frequency, that, you know, when you're in a high vibration, you know, you're not gonna feel guilty. When you're in a high vibration, you're not gonna feel shame, you know. In a high vibration, you're gonna have more acceptance, because being in a high vibration is more of a you know, more mature and intelligent way of existing, you know, like our mature way of existing, you know what I'm saying? Like it's having that full understanding of things, you know. Instead of like that, like being like a child, because think about it, you would see it as being like a child, like a being that just can't understand that, you know, the good and bad, you know, quote unquote good and bad have to exist on that polar opposite. You know, you gotta have one to have the other. Like, oh, why can't I just have good? You know, it's like a little kid, like, why can't I just have this and have, you know? It's a balance. And when I say like a kid, like just that aspect of a kid, because I know when we think of children, we do think of our soulful self, like, you know, like a kid in its truest nature, or should I say, because somebody may make conscious of that, you know, using the word kid, because don't a kid stand for a little goat or something like that? Which, of course, you know, again, the word magic, but you know, we'll work through it. We're alchemists, so we'll be able to work through a lot of this word magic. But anyway, you know, the childlike nature is, you know, close to God, but in the aspect of being, you know, and going with the flow, and, you know, just existing, not in the aspect of so I shouldn't have used the word child or kid. I should have just used the word immature soul, like just an immature soul that feel like, oh, I just want to be on this side of the spectrum. I don't want to grow into these other aspects, you know. It's like you have to grow, continuously growing. You don't have to grow. You can choose to stay on whatever level you want to. It is that option, you know. You do have that option. But again, I digress. Just wanted to speak on the importance of working with amethyst right now. Definitely, you know, get to your nearest crystal shop, or if If you got a spot on you know, a website on the internet where you could buy you some amethyst, definitely now's a good time to work with it. And these energies, if you get to it a little bit after the eclipse, it's still cool. You know, the energies will still be working on you. So, you know, at any point you could get a piece of amethyst. That'd be good for you, for elevating the soul. That's basically it. Peace. Happy now. Now is a vibrate, of course. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now. Peace.